It's never easy for a fangirl to review a film of an actor you have idolized for his unmatched style and stardom. Coolie was no different for me. I watched it in a jam packed theater on its first day, surrounded by electrified fans celebrating the beloved Talaiva. It wasn't just a screening, it was a festival. Now, let's dive into the review where I share what worked brilliantly for me and what I felt could have been better. Welcome to the movie truck. Lokesh Kanagaraj considers Coolie one of his dream projects, with superstar Rajinikanth himself leading the charge. Without giving away spoilers, the premise follows Deva, played by Rajni sir, who learns about the death of his close friend Raj Shekhar and sets out to avenge it. How he takes justice into his own hands forms the heart of the film, and the rest is for you to experience on the big screen. Speaking of the positives, Rajini sir comes first naturally. Every frame he appears in radiates sheer energy. His eyes alone are given the space to convey power and emotion, and his seamless transitions between moods hit hard. Then comes Soubin Shahir as Dayal, easily the show stealer of Coolie. Whether it's his quirky mannerism like scratching his head with a speaker or the menacing way he manipulates situations with his gaze, Soubin is simply magnetic. His character is written with great depth, making his performance even more impactful. Upendra makes his mark in a few action sequences, but doesn't get much to work with. Beyond that, though his entry shot is undeniably whistle worthy. Throughout the film, Anirudh's background score is a powerhouse, driving the film's energy forward. However, there are moments where I felt the scene could have breathed with silence, but instead, it was filled with music, slightly reducing its emotional weight. The screenplay keeps you engaged, especially in the first half. The second half, however, falters with few unnecessary emotional stretches and overextended action blocks. Like many Lokesh Kanagaraj films, Coolie has a cartel driven premise. But here it feels a little over the top and doesn't pack the punch of Vikram. There is also a much talked about chair plot element you will notice in the film, which I personally felt could have been replaced with something more impactful. The songs are already chart toppers, work well on their own, but the placement of Monica felt jarring. It's fun to watch, it disrupts the flow. Many scenes rely heavily on Rajni sir and Soubin Shahir to hold them together, and each time they succeed. Rachita Ram delivers a decent performance in her limited screen time. Now, the big talking point is Simon, played by Nagarjuna sir. As a ruthless villain, his character had immense potential, but ends up underwhelming. Most of his scenes lack punch, with I Am the Danger song being the lone standout. Shruti Haasan as Preeti fits her role, but doesn't get enough independent moments. Most of her screen presence is tied to other characters. Her arc feels rushed, though she makes the most of it. A cameo by Amir Khan as Daha works in the moment, but feels like a clear attempt to appeal to the Hindi speaking market rather than an essential narrative choice. As the climax approaches, the pace slows down, but Rajni sir receives a beautiful tribute from Lokesh, referencing his iconic looks and signature cigarette flip. There's one particular frame where Rajni reflects on his past. It's worth watching for the dialogue and his impeccable delivery. The flashback also features a stylish choreographed bus fight that blends mass appeal with class execution. Finally, Coolie is a far from perfect, but the towering performances of Rajni sir and Soubin Shahir, Anirudh's pulsating score, and its theatrical energy, it's worth experiencing on the big screen. The movie truck would rate it 3 out of 5. Subscribe for more honest reviews and stay tuned. Thank you.